Hello there, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed 2, part of the Ezio collection. Where we left off, I believe we'd uncovered a plot to assassinate, what's his face, Lorenzo de Medici. And we have to stop that for two reasons. Number one, that would help the Templars, and we're against the Templars. And reason number two being, Lorenzo is kind of on our side, sort of. He's like kind of an ally, but we're not entirely like... We haven't established a direct alliance with him, at least not at this point. Right, why am I still back here? Right. I was wondering, like, what am I doing at Monteriggioni? No, I know exactly what I'm doing back here. And you know what? I think I saw... Do I have some extra money I can pick up? I think I do. No, I don't. Oh wait, did I pick it up right before I ended the last video?
Salute, Ser Ezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
Yeah, we were doing some housekeeping last time, so... We've got 4,000 florins burning a hole in our pocket. What should we do with it? Let's see, anything... I mean, we could renovate the church. Yeah, let's renovate the church. There we go.
Buon viaggio!
Alright. Now that's been dealt with, the church has been renovated. Now let's just run back home. Run back to Florence. Because, well, technically, according to what we'd heard, like, the assassination plot was supposed to take place, like, literally like today, and we're over here in Monteriggioni, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure the game doesn't have any issue with that. Can I afford fast travel, by the way? I can. Just barely. Okay, I would like Leonardo's workshop. Thank you. This will save me a lot of time. Alright, back to Florence. And, well, literally right here is where our quest marker is, so good for us. Let's tear down a wanted poster first, though. And, yeah, let's get going. Hang on. What is that? So there's the assassin tomb. We've already done the assassin tomb, though. Right? I don't know. Regardless, let's just do the main quest. Wolves in sheep's clothing. Prevent the conspirators from attacking the Medici family. So, first thing we have to do is locate him. Should we do it from up top or from down below? I'm gonna do it from down below. Alright, so there's our target.
There's Lorenzo and his wife. There's Giuliano, Lorenzo's brother. But where is Francesco? There he is. Time to strike.
Crepa! Traditore! Giuliano! No! No! In nome di Dio! Vi scongiuro, pietà! Nessuna pietà! Cane maledetto! Muori! 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 Your day is done, Lorenzo! Your entire family dies by my sword! Fuck!
Well, that was very dramatic.
Please! I need help!
Alright, well, we failed to save Lorenzo's brother, but at the very least, we can save Lorenzo himself. So yeah, just a public assassination attempt. Which did happen, you know, historically accurate as a thing that occurred. Also, you're like the main guy, so can I like attack you? Just get a few swings on you. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I should probably protect Lorenzo, but he's kind of holding his own, so I'm not too worried about him. But you know what, there we go. Just a few more of you down. Someone attack me, please. Yeah, there we go. Don't you dare. Oh yeah, come on, come on. There we go. More people to kill. Alright, down you go. And now it's just you. Time to go after you. Get back here. What? I guess my mission was not to assassinate him. Well, this is fine. Oh, and you can also hear the bells ringing.
I need help!
As... yeah. Something's kind of going down very publicly, out in the middle of the town square. Oh, it's fun stabbing people in the back. It's like a good, clean, instant kill. Alright. Oh, this one is going way better than that time. Alright. Who's next? Looks like it's you. Alright, now it's just you and me, buddy.
Soon we'll provide great
Okay, so remember, the actual quest is to protect Lorenzo. Doesn't matter if our target is running away. Yeah, whatever. Have to defend Lorenzo.
You saved my life.
It's nothing. But the man who did this to you has to pay.
Not now. I need help first. To my home. People I trust there. Can you... Seguimi.
Alright, looks like we have to
I'm
escort.
losing a lot of blood.
Hang on, signore. I'm moving as fast as I can.
So I guess this is the point where we make the official alliance between us and the Medici family.
I'll kill him. I'll wipe his entire family from the city. They'll be erased.
Quietate, signore. Conserve your energy, or I'll be delivering a corpse. We're almost there now.
Yeah, this is very dramatic stuff. And the town guards are all kind of just dealing with it, so I don't have to do anything. Yep. Town guards are doing a good job. Don't mind me, or Lorenzo. Yep, just don't. Oh, here we go. Finally someone ambushes us.
I'm more than... I had hoped combat could be avoided. I've not...
Okay, we gotta protect Lorenzo.
Fall in.
Alright, that guy's taken care of. Now... No, not... I wanted to sheath my sword, not do that. Alright. Almost there.
Andiamo. Lorenzo's been wounded! Aprite la porta!
What's the password?
Poliziano, open the maledetta porta.
By the thrice greatest, come in, quickly! The city is at war! Hurry!
Wait. I am in your debt. Tell me, why did you help me?
You are not the only one who lost a brother to the Pazzi. My name is Ezio Auditore.
You're Giovanni's son. Your father was a good man. He understood honor, loyalty.
The Pazzi thugs are storming the Palazzo della Signoria! We cannot hold them off much longer! No. If they get inside, they'll murder our supporters and put their own devils in power!
Then my survival would mean nothing. I have to... Francesco de Pazzi. Help save our city, Auditore. Kill him.
It would be my pleasure. Oh, we get a shit ton of money for that too. Hang on. I just need to sort something out real quick. Because my phone does not seem to be charging, and I desperately need my phone for VTube Studio. Alright, so... Well, let's take a quick look. Database. Okay, so we've got a few recent entries. Yeah, quite a few recent entries. Let's start with the Policiano, because I'm actually kind of interested in this. Who are the, it's a person. Policiano. I thought it was Italian for police. But Policiano, date of birth 1454, profession scholar and poet. Somewhat of a prodigy, Policiano learned Latin and Greek at age 10, and by 18 had already become a published author. Lorenzo de' Medici hired him to act as the tutor for his children and make sure he received a post at the Studio Fiorentino. Unfortunately, Policiano must not have been everyone's favorite instructor. He died of arsenic poisoning in 1494, probably murdered by Piero de' Medici, his former student. Okay, but this is the guy that we are about to kill, Francesco de' Pazzi.
Francesco de' Pazzi. Brought up as a noble in a city captivated by the newly rich Medici family, Francesco was taught to hate the middle class and its social climbers. Dismayed, he watched as the Medici Bank eclipsed his own, and centuries of influence over the Florentine government slipped away. It looks like the Spaniard offered him a solution. Rather than compete in something as dirty as banking, Francesco only had to do one thing for the Templars, one thing to put the middle class in their place for good. Kill the Medici. Giovanni Auditore tried to stop Francesco by putting him in jail, but the Templars took care of that.
So yeah, Francesco has a lot of reason to hate the Medici. So there you have it. Let me just head in here real quick. Don't mind me. I just need the chest. And you know what? We've got a few other chests scattered around here nearby too, so let's collect those as well just while we're here. Where's that sparkly sound coming from? There it is. And then there's gonna be one more chest over here. And then we continue with the main quest. I'm kind of stuck behind a tree. Help. I guess we're gonna have to hop down. I'd like to avoid the eyes of that rooftop guard. There we go. Alright. Oh dear. We're fine. We're fine. I saved our life. Where is the sign that I'm seeing? Is it up here? Yeah, that's where it must be. Come on. Ezio. There you go. You did it. Alright. Back down onto the street. And why the hell not? Let's continue on with our mission. We have to assassinate Francesco de' Pazzi.
Signori, I saw Francesco lead a battalion around the back of the Palazzo della Signoria. I fear he may be seeking another way in. Go, before it's too late. Do what you can!
Alright, find and kill Francesco de' Pazzi. Oh, and it's nighttime now. Sweet. And yeah, just to emphasize, the city is still kind of at war. You know, we've got the people allied to the Pazzi, who are fighting against the people allied to the Medici, and it's all one big mess. Also, let me just collect any loot chests as I'm passing by. No reason not to. Alright, ooh, is that a feather? That looks like a feather. One more feather collected, nice. So I did finally do more research before recording this episode. This time the research was specifically on like religion. I did a lot of research about religion and like the role of Catholicism and the different holy orders that I studied back in like college. And also just some political power. I guess what I could say, because I don't know, a lot of this stuff isn't really relevant to what's going on, but what I can say is, you know how I mentioned before that there was kind of a, what do you call it, rift? I guess you could call it a rift. There was basically a big political disagreement between the Holy Roman Empire, or the Holy Roman Emperor, I should say, and the, what do you call it, and the papacy. And you might wonder why that is, because if you know anything about the origins of the Holy Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Emperor was instated by the Pope himself. So why would there be like political conflict there? Basically, it was a matter of power. Monarchs and the Holy Roman Emperor, let me remind you, is in fact a monarch. Monarchs want as much power as they can over their citizens, and the church had power in areas that monarchs didn't, which was like the ability to instate certain people to be the clergy. And the Holy Roman Empire didn't really like that, so yeah, we have this whole rift between the Holy Roman Emperor and the papacy. It doesn't happen every single generation, but it did happen occasionally, and through that rift between the HRE and the papacy, I should say the Roman Catholic Church, yeah, between those rifts, the different city-states of Italy had various alliances. Now, additionally, so I can't say whether the alliances between like Siena and whoever they were allied to, and Florence and whoever they were allied to, because remember, Siena and Florence, two major city-state powers here in Tuscany, one of whom was, yeah, like Florence was kind of the cultural center, and they were kind of trying to establish dominating power across all of the Tuscan region. And Siena was resistant to that. Florence self-identified as a republic. Siena identified more closely to monarchs. And right there is a big, like, conflict you can see right there. So that's just like a brief summary of the long history of the conflict between Siena and Florence. Siena also had banks, but the banks were very much outpaced by the banks.
Why aren't you dead? Men, slaughter him!
There he is. Yeah, they were very much outpaced by, like, the banks that... that, like, the Medici made. So... yeah, they didn't really get much financial power in that sense.
Damn! Stop him! Try to keep your breathing.
Alright, it's time to work our way up to Francesco and kill yet another conspirator. Wow, these guys are just, they have no balls. Ah well, I'll search their friends' corpses. Oh right, we're supposed to be killing a guy.
Oh, the boy thinks himself a master swordsman. So you've drawn some blood. My men will make short work of you. Desisting! You're only delaying your inevitable and painful end. What do you think you're proof? That you're a loyal servant to that dog, Lorenzo? Death shall be your reward.
Sure.
Stop this game. Guards! Finitelo! Guards! Guards!
Oh, have I gotten
No
too
one's
close to you?
coming. It's just us now.
Maledetto che il diavolo ti porti! Stammi lontano!
Wow. He just fucking jumped. I think we're supposed to be chasing him, but the game got a little confused there. I think it thought that I'd killed all of his guards when I very clearly haven't. Oh, come on. I was trying to throw you off the roof.
Did he get clear? There!
Alright. Now, let's chase after Francesco. Come on. Ooh, almost had him there. Fuck. I swear that hay bale was there on purpose. Because I fucking knew that I was gonna try and take that jump. The game just kind of auto-locked. Oh my god. Ow! You know what? This is fine. This is fine. God, this is... Chasing after Francesco is taking a lot more effort than I thought it would. But he made a really dumb decision right there, and it cost him his life. He should have kept running
Now
the other
Firenze
direction.
will judge you for what you've done.
It's over. It's all over.
Meglio essere felici in questa vita e aspirare a esserlo nella prossima. Requiescat in pace.
Libertà! 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 Popolo e libertà!
Libertà!
Francesco?
And there we had a bit of a failed rebellion, an attempt to overthrow the Medici family and put the Pazzi family in power, and uh-oh, my controller is low on battery. That's fine, because I think this is going to be a shorter episode than usual anyway. So yeah, we'll bear with it. And now we're reloading into Florence. Come on, controller, hang in there, buddy. I was playing Fire Emblem Three Houses on my own the other day, and I did realize my controller was not fully powered, so that's a thing. Alright, so here we are into sequence 5. Is there anything of note before I turn this off? I mean, there is a race. A race mission would be pretty good. And then there's also this Templar lair, which is, I want to say, is that DLC content? I can't remember for sure. And the Assassin Tomb, which I'm also fairly certain we've already cleared that one, so I'm not sure why it's still appearing on our compass. But yeah, I think that's a good place to call it. But I hate to cut this too short. So let me go further into the history lesson here. So, and this guy right here can probably help us with that. So, the history lesson from what I was doing my research on. You may recall earlier at one point I mentioned something about Franciscan and Dominican monks. So we actually found in, let me see if I can't find it in the database. Locations. Santa Croce. Yep, here we go. So the Franciscan monks. So we've got two brotherhoods. We've got two brotherhoods in the Roman Catholic Church who both kind of followed, the two brotherhoods in the Roman Catholic Church that follow the teachings of their relevant saints. So the Franciscans followed the teachings of Saint Francis, and the Dominicans followed the teachings of Saint Dominic. Both both are current orders that exist to this day. So this isn't just historical, this is like actually realistic. But yeah, so the Franciscans and the Dominicans. The Franciscans, you see here on this note from the Santa Croce data entry were basically monastic. Is that the right term? Like they basically gave up all their worldly possessions for the purpose of, you know, following Christ and doing all that kind of stuff. Because that's kind of what St. Francis did. You know, he gave up his worldly possessions and spread the teachings of Jesus. Because these are of, like, on one hand, they are, on one hand, they are out, like, you know, different orders that are various brotherhoods. Friar, I believe, I can't remember what language, but friar basically means brother. Like, think fraternity, friar fits into like all that, so yeah. But they also, like, do keep in mind these orders both also exist for proselytization, like conversion, spreading the word of God so that people will convert to your religion. So yeah, Saint Francis was very, like, his followers, the Franciscans, were pretty much given to that whole idea of giving up all your worldly possessions. Now, so this is based on, I should say here, the research I did on the Franciscans versus the Dominicans, I got off of a website from the present day Dominican order based in the UK. So, like, the actual historical relevance here is, yeah, like, it didn't explain quite nearly as much of the history of the orders as it did, like, just the general, what kinds of rules do they follow and stuff. So the present day Franciscans do give up their worldly possessions, but they kind of share, like, possessions. Like, there's stuff belongs to the church, basically. Meanwhile, so I talked a lot about the Franciscans. What about the Dominicans? The Dominicans, similar to St. Francis, who, you know, gave up worldly possessions. Same with St. Dominic. The difference being that most of what he is known for is, like, education. And not just religious education, but just general scholarliness and valuing wisdom and intelligence. And so basically the Dominican order became an order that valued like teaching very highly, and not just like conversion, based teaching, not just like teaching people that Christ is the savior and whatever. It's like just teaching in general, education. So the Dominican order was a lot less associated with monasticism and more directly associated with like education. That's from what I gathered from a present day website. So like, take what you will off of it. It's not necessarily going to be 100% accurate. Yada yada. I didn't get this from like a proper scholarly source. But yeah, so there's the Franciscans and the Dominicans for you. Just a little fun fact about history. Let's see, is there anything else to note before we close off here? I don't think so. Because I researched the Franciscans and Dominicans. And there is more to go into about the Roman Catholic Church, but I think that might be best saved for another time. So in which case, let's just close it off here. And let me remind you that if you want to support me, check in the description. You can find a link to my card, which shows you all the different places where I am. So we have Twitter, where I exist mostly. Discord, where we've got a little community going. I've got watch parties that I throw every month. And yeah, so join the Discord. I've also got a Twitch channel where I stream, and that's where you can find my streams, usually on Sundays and Wednesdays, JST, so like a day back for you if you're on the Western Hemisphere. But yeah, I stream. If you want to support me financially, you can subscribe to me on Twitch, which gives you access to a bunch of emotes. And you can also leave a tip through the Stream Elements link. I also have a Throne wish list if you want to send me stuff. Christmas is just around the corner. Like, as of me recording this right now, it is literally a month and a day away. So if you do want to send me stuff, check out my Throne wish list. I should probably add more stuff to that. What else to say? General YouTube stuff. If you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you can get notifications whenever I post videos. All of that stuff boosts the algorithm, tells it that you like what you see, and so it will spread this video to more people, and more people can enjoy the thing like you do. Thank you all for coming and watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.